Alright, welcome guys to my YouTube channel. In our last video, we introduced ourselves to the sequence and series, and we introduced ourselves to arithmetic sequence. In this video, we'll be solving these 4 questions using our knowledge we gained from the last class. And in our subsequent video, we'll be solving some more tough questions in arithmetic sequence. So before I continue, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So the first question says, what is the sixth term of the sequence? So we have this 3, 6, 9. First question you should ask yourself, is this an arithmetic sequence? How do you know? Check. 6 minus 3 is 3. 9 minus 6 is also 3. So because we are having a constant number, we say this is an arithmetic sequence. So it means that the common difference, D, is 3. Either we do this minus this or we do this minus this. So we have gotten the common difference. The first term is also 3. This is the first term here. We have gotten that. We are looking for the sixth term. So because we are looking for the sixth term, n becomes 6. If we are looking for the 10th term, n will be 10. If we are looking for the 100th term, n will be 100. So do not forget that the general formula is Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1 d. So our first term, we're looking for C6. Let me write it here. C6, because it says sixth term. Sixth term. So it's T6 we are looking for. So we substitute. What is the value of A? Our A is 3 plus open bracket. What's the value of N? 1 and 6. Then what's the value of our D? 3. So this is 3 plus 5 times 3. So 3 plus 5 times 3 will give you 15. So our T6 is 18. So it means that the 6th term is 18. Now quickly, to save you some stress, the 6th term, the first term, T1 is A. Second term, T2, N will be 2, right? Because first term, N is 1, 1 minus 1, 0 times D will give you A. Second term here will be 2 minus 1, that will be A plus 2 minus 1 will give you 1D. Then third term is A plus 3 minus 1, that's 2D. So you can see that this is always dropped by 1. So the 20th term will be 19D. So just take note of the pattern that if we have anything here, it's always 1 less than it that will be here. So the 500th term will be A plus 499D. So you don't have to stress yourself that much. So that's all for this particular question. Let's solve the next question. Okay, before I move to the next question, please take note that if you want to also confirm your answer, we have 3, 6, 9, blah, blah, blah. We are looking for the sixth term. Automatically, we know that the fourth term will be add another 3, 12. The fifth term will be add another 3, you get 15. Add another 3, you get the sixth term, which is also 18, just like we got. Ordinarily, if I see this question in the exam hall, I won't solve. I will just complete it because it's not long, just 6 term. So let's proceed to the next question. So the next question says, given that the given that given that the 10th term of a linear sequence is 20. Now linear sequence is same as arithmetic sequence. They call it linear because if you plot the graph, is a straight line graph. So they said the 10th term is 20. So they are telling you that the term 10th term is 20, and they said the first term is 2. What is the common difference? What is the common difference? So we are looking for D. Now, because they told us that T10 is 20, it means that N will be 20 here. Just like with the T10 will be A plus 9D. How did I get the 9D? N minus 1D. So N is 10. We have 10 minus 1, which is 9. So that's how we got 10 minus 9D. So what is T10? They told us that it's 20. The 10th term is 20. What's the first term? They told us that it is 2. We are looking for D. So if I take this guy to the other side of the equation, I will have 20 minus 2 equals 9D. So if I continue like that, I will have 9D is equals to 20 minus 2. 9D is 18. Divide both sides by the coefficient of D, which is 9. So my D becomes 2. So this tells us that our common difference is 2, right? So that's all for this question. Let's solve the third question. All right. The third question says, suppose that the 12th term of a linear sequence is 14. So they said the 12th term is 14. So at 12th term, n is 12, is 14. And they also said the 17th term is 19. At 17th term, our n will be 17. They said find the 100th term. We are looking for this guy. We know that T12 is A plus 11D. How did I get 11? 12 minus 1. So, but what did they tell us that is T12? 14. So we have 14 is A plus 11D. Take this guy as our equation 1. We will need it. Then they also said that the 17th term, which is T7, is A plus 16D. How did I get 16? 17 minus 1. So what is that 17th term? 17th term is actually 19. So we have 19A plus 16D. So this is our equation 2. So they said we should find the 100th term. So before we find the 100th term, we need to get our first term and common difference. So basically, if I'm to combine the two equations, this is first equation, A plus 11D. This is second equation, equals to 19. So if I subtract this equation, if I do this equation minus this equation, because this guy is bigger, this guy will cancel out. A minus A is 0. 16D minus 11D, that gives us 5D. 19 minus 14, that gives us 5. If I divide both sides by 5, I will have D is equals to 1. So it means that my common difference is 1. Now, when I substitute these values into any of this equation, so let me substitute it into equation 1. My D is 1, so we have 14 is equals to A plus 11 times 1, which is 11. So if I take this guy here, it becomes 14 minus 11. So our A becomes 3. So we have gotten our first term and our common difference. So, but that's not what they asked us to look for. We're asked to look for the 100th term. So how do I get the 100th term? T100 is A plus 99D. What is our A? 3. What is our D? 1. So 91 times 9 will give you 99. So that gives us 102. So our 100th term is 102. So let's proceed to the last question. Let's proceed to the last question. The last question says, the nth term of a sequence is given as Tn equals to 4n minus 5. Find the seventh term. Simple. At seventh term means T7. What will be n? N is equals to 7. So T7 happens when n is equals to 7. So instead of 4 times n, we'll have 4 times 7. So T7, 4 times 7 is 28. 28 minus 5, that gives us 23. So that's the final answer for this. So that will be all for this video. In our next video, we'll solve more questions on arithmetic progression, tougher questions. With that, we'll call it a day here. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.